Boom. Alright. What do we have to remember when we're adding decimals? What do we got to remember to do? What's the main thing, Aaliyah? Line those decimals up. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright. And even with the answer, even underneath the line where you're adding, you want to go ahead and make sure those decimals are lined up. Now, one other thing you can do is, what'll help is if you draw the line. So that way you know that they're lined up. Okay? What can I put right here? Because I don't have a number here. What do we usually put there, Aaliyah? The 0, right? The 0, the most common reason we have it there is for a placeholder, right? So now we just add as we would normally do. 1 plus 0, that's 1. 8 and 1, that's 9. 3 and 5 makes what? 3 and 2? 5. My fault, y'all. And 7 and 1? 8. So now if we can rewrite our final answer right here, 8.591, and we circle it, okay? All right, the next one, number 2. We got the subtract here. Now, is there anything special we need to remember about subtracting? Or does it have the same rules? Same rules? Anybody? Kevin? Say it one more time. That's when we're multiplying. That's all right though. But what about as far as the subtraction? What do we got to remember to do, Gabby? Right, we got to keep the decimals in line. Okay, so we got 19.82. And like I said, if it helps, you can draw a line right there, so that way you know where to put your decimals. And then the 54 here, the 3 there. I'm gonna draw my line. And now, since I drew my line all the way through, I know where to put my decimal at for my answer. Okay? And let's go ahead and subtract. Now, can I do 2 minus 4? No, so we got to borrow. Take 1 from the 8. That makes the 8 a 7. And now this 2 becomes a what?
12.
All right, there we are. Let's rock out. So 12 minus 4, that makes?
8.
Boom. 7 minus 5.
2.
And those last... What's that number? That last one gonna be?
6.
And then the 1.
1.
So our final answer is 16.28.
28.
Boom. Okay. How many got the first 2 right so far? Okay. And this is all like practice. This is nothing new to you all. We've already all 5 of those things y'all have already learned how to do. Y'all have notes on those too. So you should be getting better with this. Number 3. We got to multiply now. All right, Kevin. So now this is where you want to say what you said last time. What was it? Yes, the number with more digits goes on the top. So which number has more digits here?
8.
The first 8.23. Right. So 8.23. 1.7. All right. Now, what's the other thing we need to remember? It's probably the most important thing here. Not the line. The decimals don't have to be aligned. Hold on, Milana. No zeros. Is there something about the final answer? How do we know how many? Aliko? The numbers behind the decimal, okay? Hold on real quick. Right. So what about the first number? How many digits are after the decimal?
2.
The second one?
1.
Alright, so for this, the first number you all said how many numbers after the decimal?
2.
2.
3.
She was counting 2 decimal places. This one, the second one is 1 decimal place. And Aaliyah, what's the total?
3.
Okay, so our final answer has to have 3 numbers after the three decimal places, right? So now we can multiply like we would normally do. 7 times 3, that's 21. What do I do with the 2? Do I write the 2 down here or put it on top?
Put it up.
Put it up top. Now I do 7 times 2, which makes what?
14,
Plus 2,
16.
16. I put the 6 here. Do I put the 1 down here?
No.
Where do I put the 1 at?
How they
On top of the 8. Now I do 7 times 8
56.
plus 1.
57.
Can I write that whole number right here? All right. What do I put underneath the 1?
0.
Good job.
3.
Now I do 1 times 3. That's 3.
2. 2. And 8.
Good job.
And then add it up to
So that's going to be 1. That's 9. That's 9. And this is 13, right? So, but what about my final answer, though?
you put it, you put the arrow and then you put the decimal point after 3.
After the what? After the 3. Good job. So 13.991. All right. How many got all 3 right so far? That's good stuff. Word. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take this page off because I need some more room. All right. So the next one is multiplying fractions. Okay. All right, multiplying. We have 5 over 8 times 7 over 9. All right. What do we need to remember with multiplying fractions, Dante? Bronson, what do we need to remember when we're multiplying fractions? Amaya? Multiply straight across. Good job. So that means top times the top, bottom times the bottom. So 5 times 7, 8 times 9. And that's going to be our final answer. We can't simplify that. Okay? Right. All right. Now we can go ahead and do our dividing. So now with the division, we have 3 over 4.
Divided by 1.
Divided by what?
1 over 2.
1 over 2. So what do we need to remember about dividing? All right, Gabby, what's the first thing? Okay, flip the second fraction. All right, hold on, somebody else. Samaria? All right, so we got to change division to what?
Multiplication.
And what do we do with the first fraction? Aaliyah? Write it the same way. And I think these guys over here, all of y'all said keep it the same, right?
Yes.
All right, that's good. So now I can just go ahead and multiply?
Yes.
Okay. 3 times 2, 6, and 4 times 1.
4.
All right, is that a final answer?
No.
What can we do to it? Hold on, Dante? Simplify. What number goes into both of them? 2. Okay. All right, so that gives us 3 over 2. Okay, is that a final answer?
No.
What does it have to be changed to? We have to do long division and change it to a what?
Mixed number.
A mixed number. So let's go ahead and do that. The 2 goes on the outside. The 3 goes on the inside. How many times does 2 go into 3?
1.
And so this is the whole number. That's the numerator. That's the denominator. And like you all said, it's 1 and 1/2. That's a good job, man. That's what's up.